If you've celebrated your 80th birthday, you might have noticed something strange. It's not just that you're moving a little slower or forgetting where you put your glasses. It feels different, like your body has suddenly started playing by a completely new set of rules. Well, science has finally confirmed that you aren't imagining things. Researchers now know that passing the age of 80 isn't just a continuation of getting older. It is a distinct biological event. Your body is undergoing 5 massive shifts right now. Some are protective, but others can be dangerous if you ignore them. Today, we are going to walk through exactly what is happening to you, including one silent change that even your doctor might be missing. Before we dive in, let's be clear. This is for your information, not a medical diagnosis. If anything sounds familiar, please talk to your doctor. But here is the reality. Reaching 80 is a triumph, but it triggers a system-wide reconfiguration inside of you. It affects everything from how you taste your morning coffee to how your brain handles memories. Let's look at the first major shift, which happens right at the dinner table. Shift 1, the flavor fade. Have you noticed that your favorite meals just don't pop anymore? Maybe you find yourself reaching for the salt shaker before you've even taken a bite. This isn't just you being picky. By the time you hit 80, you have likely lost a staggering amount of your taste buds, up to 70% of them. These tiny sensors usually regenerate every week or two, but after 80, your body stops replacing them as fast as they die off. Here is why this is dangerous. It's not just about bland food. Your sense of smell and taste are your early warning systems. They tell you if the milk has gone bad or if there is smoke in the house. Without them, you might accidentally eat spoiled food or oversalt your dinner, which spikes your blood pressure. If food tastes like cardboard, don't just stop eating. Understand that your sensors are dulling, and you need to be extra careful about nutrition and safety in the kitchen. Shift 2, the healing amnesia. The second change is happening to your skin. You might have noticed that a tiny scratch from working in the garden now takes weeks to disappear, or you wake up with purple bruises on your arms without knowing how you got them. This is happening because your skin cells have essentially developed amnesia. When you were young, your cells had a perfect blueprint for fixing cuts, but after 80, the worker cells that repair skin, called fibroblasts, get confused. They don't coordinate well, and they don't rush to the injury site like they used to. Because your skin is also thinner now, bacteria have an easier time getting in. If you see a wound that is lingering, don't just put a bandage on it and hope for the best. It's a sign your body needs help fighting off infection. Shift 3, the broken clock. This next one drives people crazy. You fall asleep in your chair at 7 p.m., wake up wide awake at 3 a.m., and feel exhausted by noon. Family members might tell you it's just old age insomnia, but it's actually a biological malfunction. Deep inside your brain, there is a master clock that tells you when to sleep and when to wake. After 80, that clock loses its connection to the outside world. Your eyes absorb less light now, so your brain isn't getting the signal that it's daytime. This throws your heart rate, digestion, and hormones into chaos. The scary part is that when you don't get deep sleep, your brain can't take out the trash at night, allowing toxins to build up. The fix isn't necessarily sleeping pills, it's routine. Get bright sunlight in the morning and keep a strict schedule to help reset that internal clock. Shift 4, the muscle vanishing act. Now we need to talk about your strength. This is perhaps the most critical change for your independence. After 80, your muscles can start to essentially eat themselves. It's a condition called sarcopenia. Your body stops building new muscle efficiently, even if you're eating the same way you always have. It happens because your hormone levels drop, and your body starts stealing protein from your muscles to keep your heart and brain working. You might not look different in the mirror, but your engine is shrinking. This leads to falls and broken hips. The solution is simple but tough.
You need to eat way more protein than you think, and you have to move. Resistance exercise isn't just for bodybuilders. For you, it is literally the medicine that tells your body to stop breaking down your muscles. Finally, let's talk about the brain. This is the one everyone fears. You walk into a room and forget why. You lose your train of thought mid-sentence. It's terrifying because we immediately think, is this dementia? But here's the good news. Often, it's not dementia. It's your brain rewiring itself to survive. By 80, some of your highways have worn down, so your brain cleverly builds detours through side streets to keep your thoughts moving. These detours are slower, which is why it takes you longer to process information or find a word. But notice that you can still remember how you feel about things perfectly. That's because your emotional brain stays strong. If your confusion comes and goes, rather than getting steadily worse, it might just be your brain taking the scenic route. If you recognize these signs, don't panic. You aren't broken. You're just operating on a different operating system. But you cannot be passive. If you see these changes, document them. Write down when you feel foggy or when you fall. Take that list to your doctor. Don't let anyone dismiss you by saying, well, you're just getting old. Many of these issues, like the muscle loss or the sleep disruption, can be managed with diet, light therapy, and exercise. Your body has carried you this far because it is a fighter. Give it the support it needs to keep fighting. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who needs to hear it. Your health is worth protecting.